Welcome back to Chockatable Media. Who is Charlie Kirk and his political and religious antecedents? Charlie Kirk was an American right-wing conservative political activist, author, and media personality. He was the co-founder and executive director of the conservative student organization, Turning Point USA. On September 10, 2025, Kirk was fatally shot while speaking at an event on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. He was shot in the neck by a sniper. The shooter's identity is not yet known, as a nationwide manhunt is underway. Charlie Kirk was a controversial figure due to his political views and public statements. He had a history of making inflammatory remarks on various topics, including abortion, gun rights, and race. He had a strong anti-abortion stance, and he was a vocal advocate for the Second Amendment, stating that some gun deaths were worth it to protect the right to bear arms. His views on race were also controversial, as he had criticized the civil rights and Black Lives Matter movements and claimed that white people were disproportionately attacked by black people in the U.S. He also embraced the idea that the United States is a Christian nation that should be governed on biblical principles. The conspiracy theories surrounding Kirk's death focus on a viral video that shows two men standing behind him making hand gestures moments before the shooting. Some online users have speculated that these gestures were a signal to the shooter. Other theories have been fueled by misinformation spread by AI tools, with false claims about the suspect's identity and the nature of the event circulating online. The European Parliament disagreed over whether to hold a moment of silence for Kirk after his death. A request for a moment of silence was made by a Swedish member of the European Parliament, Charlie Weimers, but it was denied by the Parliament's president, Roberta Metsola, who cited procedural rules. The refusal sparked protests from right-wing lawmakers who banged on their desks. Some lawmakers, including a Hungarian MEP, accused the Parliament of hypocrisy, pointing out that it had previously honored George Floyd. There is information available about the Moral Majority, an American political organization associated with the Christian right and the Republican Party. This movement, founded by Baptist minister Jerry Falwell Sr., aimed to mobilize conservative Christians as a political force. The organization used pro-family rhetoric to articulate their positions, such as defining a family as two heterosexual parents rather than directly speaking out against gay people. In psychology, there is also the concept of right-wing authoritarianism, which describes someone who is highly submissive to authority figures, acts aggressively in their name, and is conformist in thought and behavior. This framework suggests that such individuals are more likely to hold stubbornly to their beliefs, especially those that underpin their group's identity. Let's watch what people are saying.
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed. How do you feel?
Happy. Goodbye.
Wow. Did you see that Charlie Kirk just got shot and killed?
That's good.
Wow, that's good. That's good that people are getting shot just off a political view. Good that people are dying in America.
Did you see that Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about that?
I don't really have any feelings about it. Who are you?
Charlie Kirk got shot and killed today. We're just getting people's opinions. How do you feel about that?
Girl, someone had to do it. And that's how I feel at this point in time. But
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. I truly do. So you said someone had to do it.
yes.
Try not to get all pulled up into that, but he was a misogynist. He was a disgusting person with disgusting beliefs.
So if you had a magical wand, a magical button that you could press and keep him from being assassinated, would you press that?
No. I think things happen for a purpose. And if that's how his life was ended, then that's how it was ended. So.
Do you know who Charlie Kirk is?
Yeah, he's a who she. I'm like, yeah, he's an you know. I wouldn't wish it to anyone, but I don't think his political views are correct. You know.
We're gonna step away from this because you're just trying.
Well, you let him talk. He wants to talk. What are you? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
You know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Madam President, dear colleagues, the murder of political activist Charlie Kirk, a husband, loving father, and patriot, has shocked the world. We must strongly condemn political violence and rhetoric that incites violence. Please stand with me in reflection and prayer in his honor, and I yield the rest of my time for a moment of silence.
Herr Kollege Weimers, wir haben abgesprochen und Sie wissen, dass die Präsidentin hat eine Schweigeminute abgelehnt. Wir fahren daher fort. Wir kommen zum Bericht von Herrn Stefano Bonaccini. Die Präsidentin hat die Schweigeminute abgelehnt. Bericht von Herrn Stefano Bonaccini zur Zusammenarbeit zwischen Durchsetzungsbehörden im Hinblick auf unlautere Handelspraktiken in der Agrar- und Lebensmittelversorgungskette. Abstimmung, Eintritt in die interinstitutionellen Verhandlungen. Wer ist dafür? Wer ist dagegen? Wer enthält sich? Angenommen. Der Ausschuss kann damit unverzüglich interinstitutionelle Verhandlungen aufnehmen. Vielen Dank. Gemeinsame Entschließung. Sehr geehrte Kolleginnen und Kollegen, sehr geehrte Kolleginnen und Kollegen, Sie können noch weitermachen. Sehr geehrte Kolleginnen und Kollegen, ich erkläre es gerne nochmal. Die Frage, ob eine Schweigeminute abgehalten wird, ist eine Prärogative der Präsidentin. Es hat mehrere Anträge zu diesem Thema gegeben und alle Antragstellerinnen und Antragsteller sind informiert worden, dass es keine Schweigeminute gibt. Und ich halte mich.
There was a time where unity was greatly needed yesterday, and House Democrats wouldn't even allow for a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. Take a look.
What purpose does the gentlelady from Colorado rise? Shh. Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order. Shh. The House will be in order.
That was Representative Lauren Boebert making that request. And the Democrats couldn't even give Charlie a moment of silence. I want to follow up a little bit more with what we had on yesterday, where we talked about MSNBC, Matthew Dowd. They have now fired him, thankfully. It looks like there is actual action steps being taken now where people are actually being fired as they should. Dowd yesterday was going on MSNBC saying, oh, it was a possible celebration and the gun just went off. Like, this is what the MAGA people do. And I can tell you now that the Carolina Panthers have fired one of their employees. The director of communications was posting stuff online. Phoenix Suns writer was fired over these posts that he was putting out there online. A lot of teachers, a lot of people in the healthcare industry. Matt, there are so many different people that are actually being fired today, which it's about time. This has needed to happen for quite some time. You can't just go out there and cheer for the death of Charlie Kirk was a very regular, normal person who was just going out there trying to talk to college kids about the other side of the aisle, that he had different political views than them. And you know what? At least now people are actually stepping up to the plate. And
thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.